Todd La Torre on reviving QUEENSRCHE's classic sound and future plans. In a recent chat with iRock.cl from Chile, Todd La Torre, the powerhouse vocalist of QUEENSRCHE, opened up about the band's musical evolution since he stepped in as the frontman 13 years ago, taking over from the legendary Jeff Tate. Todd shared his thoughts on how the band has rediscovered its roots, saying, "I think that the band kind of got its sound back, more the roots, the heavier kind of sound that QUEENSRCHE was known for early on." He pointed out that there was a time when the music veered towards a more adult contemporary vibe, straying from the hard rock and progressive elements that fans love. With Todd in the mix, he believes the band has been able to explore their heavier side without any hesitation, stating, "It could have been any other singer, but I think my presence has allowed these guys to write freely without worrying about being too heavy." Todd's passion for the classic QUEENSRCHE sound shines through in their performances. "We play all the songs in standard tunes, just like they were recorded, so nothing is down-tuned to change their essence. I think that's played a big part in our resurgence as a band," he explained. He reminisced about wanting to create masterpieces reminiscent of iconic tracks like Roads to Madness and Take Hold of the Flame, but emphasized the joy and camaraderie within the band. "The chemistry is perfect. We're all super close and get along so well off stage. I like to think I bring a bit of humor and creativity to the table, whether it's through music, album art, or video concepts. But at the end of the day, I'm just 1/5 of QUEENSRCHE, and I can confidently say the band is in a very healthy state." Looking ahead, Todd is optimistic about QUEENSRCHE's future. "I see us continuing to do what we love. Many bands have hung up their boots, but we're still out there playing around 100 shows a year. I don't see retirement in our near future. We'll keep performing live, writing new songs, and creating records to share our art. The live concert experience is what defines us now." When asked about new musical direction for the upcoming album, Todd shared his thoughts with Brazil's Monsters of Rock. "We don't go into writing a record with a set idea. We just gather in a room and see what happens. I'd love to incorporate more clean guitar sounds and orchestration, which can add a cinematic feel to our music. Exploring different percussion elements could also be exciting." However, he acknowledged the challenge of finding unexplored musical directions after over 40 years in the industry. QUEENSRCHE has covered a lot of ground within our style. We wouldn't suddenly write a hip-hop or death metal song, but I think there's still room for creativity within our sound. I'd love to experiment with clean guitar and interesting percussion, like we did on the guitar front. Mike Stone, who rejoined QUEENSRCHE in 2021, has been contributing his talents to the latest album. After a brief hiatus, he's back, bringing his unique flair to the band. Meanwhile, drummer Casey Grillo has been filling in for original drummer Scott Rockenfield, who stepped back from touring to focus on family. The band has faced its share of challenges, including a legal dispute involving Rockenfield, but that has since been settled, allowing QUEENSRCHE to focus on what they do best, making music and connecting with their fans.